Hello everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for Just Ask Jay, and today is all about death. Will we remember dying? And it's such an interesting subject, and I talk to people about this all the time, but I'm going to tell you, you will never remember dying. And if you don't remember being born, you'll certainly never remember dying. And 99.9% of us really don't remember being born. Now, if you think about it, before we come into being, where were we? Do we remember that? We don't. We don't have a conscious awareness of the other side. And I actually call that the before life. Before we come into being, so we'll call it before life. After we leave is the afterlife. So the before life really encompasses really no conscious awareness of what we've planned before we come to this earthly plane. We go on to live our lives, but when we die, we will certainly know that we either died of cancer or a heart attack, or we dropped dead, or we didn't wake up in the morning. We will remember the people that were present, the love we received. We will remember absolutely everything once we cross through to the other side, but we will not remember the act of dying, just like we don't remember the act of being born. If we had to remember being born, if we had to experience coming out of our mothers, being on a cold table or in a different environment, having to suffer 30 degrees difference from being inside of our mothers to coming out, and to really having some total stranger poke and prod at us on a table in front of others, if we had to be consciously aware of that in the moment, we'd all be crazy, or we'd all be touched somehow. And I think it's absolutely impossible to remember being born. Some people have snippets, but to really actually remember the act of being born, we'd all be crazy, we'd all be touched. And I always say that, just in terms of speaking, but really it would be quite a traumatic experience. It would be like waking up and being on a table completely naked and covered in slime, having some person poke and prod at you and speak to you in a language you've never heard, being in a cold environment. I mean, it would be traumatic. It would be traumatic. We would have months and months of trying to get over this, type of experience. So going through to the other side, a soul will know that it's dead. It will know what it died of, but it will not hold on to its human ego. It will not hold on to its human form. It will not hold on to its human emotions. So once a person passes through, it will know that it died. It may even remember the experience of dying, but it will not remember the emotional. It will not remember any of the physical aspects of that death, much like we don't remember being born, because I think it would be too difficult. Now, once we go over to the other side, there is an orientation period. There's different things that happen once we go to the afterlife. But the act of dying, so many people hang on to the suffering of their loved ones. They hang on to the fact that this person would have lost weight or had trouble breathing. We're the ones that suffer here. We're the ones that carry that. We're the ones that suffer as a result of watching our loved ones, gasp for that little bit of air or beg for water when they can't have it. We're the ones that have to carry these emotional wounds and try to heal from them. But I want you to know that your loved ones do not remember that physical act. They don't bring it through to the other side with them. They are only happy and at peace and vibrate at such a high frequency that they possibly can't even feel bad about being there. So if you're thinking that your loved one is suffering, if you're thinking that they brought that over to the other side with them, if you're thinking that they're going through this in, at the present time or in this moment, you need to let go of that. You need to know that nobody remembers dying, just like we don't remember being born. I want to thank you so much for watching this video and for participating here at Just Ask Jay. If you have a burning desire to ask me a question, please leave your comments in the comments section. I'd love to read them. Until next video, we'll see you really soon. Bye-bye.